Welcome back to the Kansas Truck Routing and Intelligent Permitting System, also known as K-TRIP's user tutorial video. This video will show you how to modify a route using the Via Points option. K-TRIPS allows you the option to request certain routes by using Via Points. These points can be entered by specifying certain highways to be used or by selecting points from the map to be included when determining the route. Via Points are typically entered when the system-generated route is not the preferred route. For this example, I've selected a route coming into Kansas on US Highway 50 from Colorado and exiting Kansas on Interstate 35 into Oklahoma. The origin and destination have already been set. Once you click Validate and Run, K-TRIPS will determine the quickest, safest route to travel and display a map of that route. You can see this route is traveling US 50, US 183, US 54, I-235 to I-35 into Oklahoma. If you would like to consider an alternate route, you can do so using Via Points. To add a Via Point, click and expand the chevron icon to expand the inner trip panel. Via Points can be specific highways or map locations. To route using specific highways, select Highway from the Via Points drop-down list. An empty field will be displayed to enter the highway names of the preferred route of travel. For this example route, I want to travel US 400, US 54, US 281, Kansas Highway 42, I-235 to I-35 into Oklahoma. I will input the proper highway names in the empty field. Highway names must be entered in the proper format such as I for Interstate, US for US Highways, or KS for Kansas Highways, followed by a hyphen and the road number. Separate road names with a comma only and omit any spaces. Type US-400, US-54, US-281, KS-42, I-235. I did not include any spaces. Please note that it is best not to duplicate the origin or destination in the list of Via Points. Once the highways have been entered, click the Validate and Run button to recalculate the trip to include the requested Via highways entered. If the route requested has any restrictions, the system will ignore the request and route an approved route. You can see that the route did not get what I requested. As I travel along the blue highlighted trip line, I can see in Dodge City my route changed from US 400 to US 56 to US 283 in order to keep the route as close to the requested as possible. I requested US 400 to US 54. I can zoom all the way in to find out where the restriction is in the route that has caused K-TRIPS to reroute. Click the Get Restriction Information for Road Radio button above the map after zooming in, and then click the red highlighted location on the highway in question. The restriction information screen will be displayed. This screen gives a detailed description of the restriction affecting travel on the roadway selected. For this example, there is a no permits restriction located on this particular section of roadway, so the system will not allow us to travel that way. You can then adjust your route as needed. So I will put US 56, US 283, and US 54 in place of the other two highways. Click the Validate and Run button, go over the new route. If you do not happen to know the exact names of the highways you want to travel, or if you prefer, you can also enter Via Points by clicking specific locations to be routed by using the map display. I'll use the same origin and destination as before and click the Validate and Run button to generate a route. Click the Expand chevron icon to expand the inner trip panel. Select Find on Map from the Via Point drop-down list, and then click Select on Map link to display the Select Lat Long Vias on Map screen. From here, I'm going to select the city of origin, which will be Coolidge, from the drop-down list and click the Go button. This will focus the map on Coolidge. Drag the map along the route you want to travel, selecting points as you go along. For this route, we want to travel US 400, US 56, US 283, US 54, Kansas 42, I-235, and I-35 into Oklahoma. I'm going to find US 56 on the map. Make sure you are zoomed in close enough to see both directions of travel, so I will zoom in as close as I can here. Click the Select Radio button above the map and click a point close to the intersection of US 56 and US 400. Zoom out and continue dragging the map along the route of travel. Repeat the previous steps, selecting different points on the highways to travel. I will select a point on US 283, US 54, US 281, and Kansas 42. Once I get to Interstate 235, I want to be sure to select a point on the roadway in the correct direction of travel. Please note that viewpoints do not have to be entered in consecutively traveled order. You can decide if you want to add this point at the end of the list or before a specific viewpoint by selecting the option from the drop-down list located above the map. If you forget a point, you can add that point even after you've already selected several viewpoints on the map. Once the points are selected, click the Expand chevron icon to open the Enter Trip panel. If there are extra or unwanted viewpoints in the list, they can be removed by clicking the Remove link next to the viewpoint. Click the Validate and Run button to run the requested route. If there are any restrictions, the system will route as close to the requested route as possible. You will be prompted with a map display of the route for your review. You can see our requested route has been highlighted in blue. Turn-by-turn directions are located under the map to validate the route of travel. This concludes the K-Trips user tutorial video on how to modify a route by using viewpoints. Don't forget, more videos are available for your convenience.